Hello YouTube world, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this, and stay tuned for the next video. Hello podcast world, welcome to my channel. It's your boy Terrence Grundy, and I'm here to talk about the Squid Games. Now, Netflix original series Squid Games is based off a Korean game that was played or whatever. That's supposed to be pretty intense, where people are harmed in the most physical way and possibly even killed and murdered or whatever. The games are like starting to. It's like a game to where people are basically risking their lives for billions of dollars. 45.6 billion. Is it worth it? Is it worth your life? Okay. First, it starts off with a guy who wins money at the horse track or whatever. Apparently has a gambling problem, and he gets pickpocketed, and it's his daughter's birthday, so he's planning on taking his daughter out for this chicken dinner, basically. You know, as they say, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, in this situation, it's like, he's a loser. What can I say? But he is a loser with a good heart. Like, every step of the way, he's trying to help. So, when it comes down to it, he really doesn't know what to do, but this opportunity presents itself where a guy comes into him in the subway station and was like, if you play this game with me and you win, I'll give you like $100,000 or whatever. Like I say, this is their currency, so I just interpret it as it's, a U.S. currency, the dollar. So I really can't say. So then it was like they were basically throwing like a red and blue square, and the goal was to flip it. And if he lost, he got slapped in the face really hard. So ultimately he wins the money, and then the guy gives him a card. It was like, oh yeah, we got like a few spots left. You should check it out, hurry up. He was like, you have the chance to win all this money, blah, blah, blah. So, the real situation was 456 contestants. That's where they get basically $1 billion per contestant or whatever. So, no, million or some, well, whatever. All I know is like, about whatever the math is, 456 contestants equaled out to be $45.6 billion. And it fills up inside this big pig, like a big plastic piggy bank or whatever, in the sky, where they were basically held captive. So you call the number on the card, they scoop you up, they blindfold you, they gas you, you go on this rope. And I mean, of course, this is some sick stuff that some rich people came up with. So, it's all crazy. Then they take you to an island to where I have all these games rigged up. Now, the very first game that they do is red light, green light. Red light, green light. Like, isn't that crazy? So they're doing red light, green light, and if you're caught moving on the red light, green light after the fact, you get shot. So there's like a giant robot or whatever. When it's a big giant robot, it's a doll or whatever, a girl. And if it turns its head, it's like counting down or whatever. Every time it turns around, if it senses your motion or whatever, there's these guns in the sky and they take you out. Boom, dead. You big boom. And then so when the people start noticing that the people are really dead, they start running the other way, like, oh, let me out, in fear. When um, the other people were like, they waited until all the people had died, and then they went ahead and finished the race because that was the only way, supposedly, that you could, live or survive, finish the race. So, I mean, it's crazy. So now they see that the game is for real, and that some people decide like it's not worth their life. Please let me go home is what they're begging. I don't want this. I don't want to do this. While some other people were like, I want to stay and fight for this money. And some of them were so desperate and they were so in debt to the mafia, to corporate lenders and stock exchange, and their family was sick, and they just never had anything, and they're just like zillions of dollars in fucking debt. Like, what the hell, So then, they were like, they had 3 clauses or whatever, and the third clause basically states that if the majority wants to end the game, that's what it'll be. The majority will end the game. So, of course, you know what I'm saying, it got to the point where it came down to the last vote, and they were like, in the process, they were like, we might as well stay here. There's nothing out there for us. We're going to be fighting for our lives anyway. We might as well be fighting for our lives to win this money. And that's what a lot of people were thinking. And then that's when the guy was like, came up with the whole vote for, if that's part of the clause of it, that's one of the rules. So they were saying that here, everything is equal. But some places it's not. So then, they let her, comes down to like one final vote, and the guy votes to end the game. And this guy supposedly has like dementia and like cancer in his head, something like that. So, he doesn't pretty much care if he lives or die or whatever. So now it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So they get out there, and the argument was stated, in here, we have a fighting chance. Out there, we don't even stand a chance. So that was the concept. So then, like, after it was all said and done, after it was over, what's his name? After it was all over, when it was all over or whatever, they let him go, and they get out there and decide, I need to make this money, solve my problems. Things have gotten worse. And so they opt to go back in the game, and it gets down to the wire, and they start playing Squid Games, the original one. And then, with all that being the case, it's crazy, because then it was just like saying, hey, this is all you gotta do, and that's what they did. So, it's just, all you gotta do is like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you at the top, and it is what it is. Thank you.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.